Hey there, it's Tally from Bravo, and today I'm going to walk you through the process of redeeming a firearm loan. We are going to start by either searching for your customer or scanning their pawn ticket in as an example. Bravo will move us right into the transaction screen and only displays the possible transaction types for this loan. Note that based on your unique system configuration settings, you may not see all of these options. Select redemption. I am going to remove the firearm fee for this redemption by selecting delete and then yes. And if there are no more items to add to this transaction, select next to collect the cash. Choose cash, enter the amount, note any change due, and select OK, and then save to print the receipt. Bravo will now move us into the E4473 start screen, where our position in the workflow is displayed at the top of the window. We can send the digital 4473 to our customer by confirming the customer's phone number and texting them a link, or printing the QR code for the customer to scan for kiosk mode. Now, in the customer's hands, we save and suspend this transaction to free up the workstation. Let's take a look at E4473. If your customer is using E4473 for the first time and you are not using a kiosk, then they will need to create an account. This is as simple as an email address that you have access to and a password. If forgotten, recovery takes less than 30 seconds. Once logged in, the purchaser is shown all of the ATF notices, instructions, and definitions. To get started, select Next. Section A will detail the make and model, serial number, type, and caliber or gauge of the firearm the purchaser has selected to buy. Choosing Next will begin the form completion process. We developed E4473 to be a smart form, so notice that when we enter a place of birth, the foreign country auto-completed with not applicable. Once the 4473 form questions have been completed, the purchaser will electronically sign the form and enter the date. Bravo will validate this. The date cannot be before or after the current date. Last, the purchaser will accept the electronic form and they are done. Back in Bravo, let's find that customer, and this time I'm going to use the last customer button and then move into the transaction screen. On the left-hand side, we will select Pending Transactions and select the firearm in process. Now Bravo is going to bring us back into the E4473 screen, refreshing and validating the data. If any yes/no questions were improperly answered, or if the purchaser's address and name does not match the address and name in Bravo, a warning message is displayed giving the user the ability to resubmit the form for corrections. Now it's time to enter the purchaser's ID information. Select the type, issuing authority, identification number, and finally the expire date. Selecting Accept will move the transaction into the background check process. If the customer has a CCW, click here. Note that this will skip the NICS. For special situations, click here. If you're using cloud storage and need to add a note or special attachment, click here. The View 4473 form will display a copy-paste version of the 4473 for faster online form submissions. Next, we need to record the NICS response. If the purchaser was either denied or they chose to cancel the transaction, Bravo will move the item into a cancel hold status, automatically prompting for a refund. If delayed, record the transfer date here. If proceed, record the NICS number, the NICS transmit date, and the NICS examiner name and number if desired, and then choose Next. Now it's time for the transferor's or the seller's signature for the 4473. Selecting Next and then Save wraps up this transaction. Bravo will either print the 4473 form or automatically stores the digital 4473 and any supplemental documentation to our secure encrypted cloud storage. Once the transaction has been signed and finalized by an employee, attachments cannot be deleted. However, they can still be added from E4473 Digital Storage Ad Hoc Manage Attachment screen, or corrected by printing out the electronic version, striking through it, initialing, and re-uploading in the Void View transaction screen. That's it. For additional questions, give us a call at 888-407-6287. Thanks, and have a great day.